Hi everybody, this is Jake, your resident content cowboy here. Yeehaw! Mass Effect Legendary Edition is coming out very, very soon, so I wanted to do a tier list of all the Mass Effect characters. This list also has people from Andromeda, but I'll explain. First, we have our list here and the rankings that they can be in. The top ranking is Garrus. The next rank is I love them, followed by they are great but missing something. Next, I wish you were cooler, and finally, I refuse to acknowledge your existence. I didn't play enough Mass Effect Andromeda, so yeah. There's not going to be much discussion about any of the Mass Effect Andromeda characters. One day, I would like to go back and give Mass Effect Andromeda another try, but I was just so immediately upset by that game, and I think I maybe played it for 12 hours at most, maybe 15 hours, and I couldn't continue, which is rough. But we're talking about the big Mass Effect characters here. I'm not talking about the Andromeda characters, so let's get into it. Okay. Boy, we got a list of a lot of great people here. We'll start with Thane. So I'll just set him here for now. Thane is awesome. Thane comes to Mass Effect in Mass Effect 2, and he was oftentimes a character who's like a hitman or an assassin or has something going on, which is, if I remember right, that's kind of Thane's deal. It's been a long time, but Thane was just immediately cool because he looks cool, immediately cool because of the way he acts. He's got like a duster and a pistol and all this stuff. So I always really, really liked Thane. I was disappointed that you don't get to bring Thane back as a squad member in Mass Effect 3, if I'm remembering that right. Okay, yeah, I just wanted to check to make sure I wasn't crazy, but you don't get to have Thane as one of the main party members in Mass Effect 3. My thought with him is I'm putting him in the I love them category. I think he was so cool. I was bummed you didn't get to use him more. I mean, it was nice that he comes back if he survives the suicide mission in 2, but he's not Garrus, so he can't be in the top category. All right. Next, we have Morinth. Morinth is Samara's daughter from Mass Effect 2. I feel like Morinth could be cooler. I don't really... I had a playthrough where I went Renegade in Mass Effect 2. I think my first playthrough of Mass Effect 2 was Renegade. And I don't know. I just don't really like this choice. I think if you end up sleeping with her, you die. I can't remember. But I'm putting you in the I wish you were cooler category. I think Samara is a cooler character. They have more going on. So, I don't know. I was never really impressed by this one. Oh, I should say real quick, I might spoil some things. I'm not intentionally doing it. I'm going to try to keep that to a minimum, and I'll talk around it. But if you don't know anything about Mass Effect, me just talking about these characters, I might end up spoiling something. Next character here is Kaden Alenko. I won't spoil things. So Kaden is a character that I didn't get a ton of time playing with. I played with him a bit in Mass Effect 1. I don't really have much to say about Kaden, so I'm just going to put him in the I wish you were cooler category. Ashley Williams is another character that she's in a similar boat to Kaden. She comes back in Mass Effect 3, depending on some of your choices. A lot of characters can kind of come in and out of the games depending on some of your choices. I don't think that's much of a spoiler. Ashley is a character that, I don't know, I feel like there isn't much going on there. I wanted her to be cooler, so I'm going to put her in the I wish you were cooler category. A lot of these are Mass Effect 3 people here. Let's see. It's Edie. Edie? Was that what it was? Now I'm not remembering it. This is the AI from your ship that is in Mass Effect 2 and becomes a playable character in Mass Effect 3. I was never that blown away by this character. I think by the time you get to Mass Effect 3, you've kind of got some people that you really, really want to ride with. So the new Mass Effect 3 characters, I don't know. I'll keep this one as great but missing something because it never really hooked me, but I don't think it was as rough as these characters. Okay, James, right? James Vega from Mass Effect 3. I refuse to acknowledge your existence, James. I don't know why they put you in the game. Get out of here. I have no need for you. Garrus. Garrus is one of the coolest video game characters. Yeah. He's one of the coolest video game characters. The relationship between him and Shepard's amazing. I won't spoil it, but they're just some incredible moments that you have with Garrus when you're on the Citadel with him on his companion quest. He's just one of the coolest characters in the game. I love him so much. He's Garrus tier. Garrus is Garrus tier. Okay. We have Grunt. Grunt is a Krogan. I love Krogans. I think Krogans are so cool. I don't think they did much with Grunt. So, strangely enough, I have to leave Grunt in the they are great but missing something category. I just don't think enough was done with Grunt. You have Rex from Mass Effect 1 and continuing through the series, but Rex is like the dude. I love Rex. I think Grunt's good, but I almost feel like they went, yeah, it's a Krogan. You get it, right? He's like a dude. He's doing Krogan things. So that's where I'm leaving Grunt. This character, I believe, is from Mass Effect Andromeda, and I refuse to acknowledge their existence. Jack from Mass Effect 2. Jack is a pretty cool character. She can kind of break your romance storylines in Mass Effect 2, so just be careful because you could end up hooking up with Jack, and that means you can't hook up with anyone else. I don't know if that's something they've fixed since then, but back then, if you hooked up with Jack, everyone else was like, all right, we're done with you. So, Jack's cool. It's a really powerful biotic, and I think, when I played 2, I actually really liked Jack. I thought Jack was pretty cool. I'm gonna put him in the I love them category. I think that's controversial. I think that's the first controversial choice we've had so far. Jacob from Mass Effect 2. Jacob from Mass Effect 2, I actually used as a party member for a while because I liked one of his abilities. I think he has a shield or something like that. And I think Jacob's another character where, I don't know what they were doing with Jacob. I think Jacob needs more. I'm actually going to leave Jacob in the I'm going to put Jacob in the I wish you were cooler category. I don't think he's great. I think they needed to do a lot of work on Jacob. This is Andromeda, right? PB, I think, or whatever. I refuse to believe you exist. Legion. Mass Effect 2, Legion, party member. He's a Geth. Legion's awesome. Legion rocks. I love Legion. I loved putting him on my team. There's no question Legion's going in the I love them category. Legion is just such a cool addition to the team. And, I mean, Mass Effect 2 did everything you wanted Mass Effect 2 to do. It's just so many perfect choices, and Legion is such a cool character to get. He feels like getting like Go-Go or something in Final Fantasy VI. You are a guy from Mass Effect Andromeda. I don't believe you exist. Okay, this is Liara. Liara is one of the most legit party members in the Mass Effect series. If you're playing Mass Effect 1 on Insanity mode, I think you have to use Liara, basically. That's not that she's not a great character. It's just you need like biotic lift or whatever in Insanity to get far at all. She's a really cool character. I like her a lot. She doesn't happen to be Garrus, so I'm going to put her in the I love them category. This person is from Mass Effect Andromeda. I don't know what your deal is. I refuse to believe you exist. This is the Prothean DLC character from Mass Effect 3, which I don't remember his name, but I think it's something like Javik or Yavin. It's Yavin 4. This is where the Rebel base is in Star Wars. This is Yavin 4. As with a lot of the DLC characters, I think they're cool, but they need more. I don't know. I don't feel like they gave them a lot. In a way, I want to put this one as great, but missing something, but I have to give this I wish you were cooler. I just don't feel like there's enough going on with the DLC characters. And in fact, I'll just grab another one right here, Zaid. Zaid from Mass Effect 2. It feels like he was, I can't remember if he was a pre-order DLC or if he was one of those, I don't know if you guys remember those, they're not game passes. What were they called? Where, oh, this is going to bother me. Now I need to look this up. Okay, from looking at things, I think they were called online passes. I remember with Mass Effect, you had to download the Cerberus network showing that you had bought the game, and then Zaid was playable. You know, it was something they were doing to discourage used game sales at the time. It was like a whole thing. But I feel like they needed to do more with Zaid. And in fact, I kind of don't like Zaid, so I'm going to refuse to acknowledge his existence. Mordin. Oh, Mordin's that dude. I love Mordin. He's a complicated guy, and he was working on, well, okay, this is going to be a spoiler, so I'm not going to spoil it, but I'll just say I really, really like Mordin. I think he has a lot of interesting things going on with him. He's what is he, a Solarian? I can't remember all the races. I think he's called a Solarian. I'm putting him up there with I love him. He didn't end up being Garrus, so he can't go into the Garrus tier. This is a Krogan that I think is from Andromeda, and I refuse to acknowledge their existence. This is Samara. Samara's pretty cool. She's a cool character from Mass Effect 2. I feel like there's something missing, and part of it is because she's not Liara. So they do this weird thing in Mass Effect where you really like certain characters, and then they decide to not let you play them in the next game. Liara is a good example of that. I feel like Samara is really great, really powerful, but kind of missing something. So I am going to leave her in this category. This is another Turian, and you can see that it looks like Garrus. It's almost wanting to trick me and put it in the Garrus category, but I refuse to acknowledge their existence. Oh, Rex. Rex is the man. Oh, I love Rex so much. I love Krogans. I think Mass Effect is just such a cool universe with so many awesome different alien races and stuff like that. Rex, I mean, just Shepard. Him saying Shepard is one of my favorite things. I think about him saying Shepard all the time, just acknowledging Commander Shepard's existence. This is crazy because he's not Garrus, but he's Garrus tier. Crazy, I know. All right, Miranda. All right, here's what I'll say about Miranda. I think Miranda gets a lot of hate for no reason. I know in the new one, they've changed the angle of her butt shots. Some people are very upset about. Some people can't believe other people are upset about it. I think it's weird that they changed it, but I simply don't care. I think it's just, I can't believe you'd waste time on it, but fine. I don't have as much hate in my heart for Miranda as other people do. In fact, I think my first playthrough of 2, I romanced Miranda, and I think she's all right. I'm going to say she's great, but missing something because she's so hated. And yeah, I think that's where I'll leave her. Here we go. What is this character's name? Kasumi. She's DLC for Mass Effect 2. She has a cool piece of DLC, but it came out so late, and I didn't really get to play with her as a character because I don't think I did another Mass Effect 2 playthrough after she came out. Maybe with Legendary Edition, I'll actually use her as a party member. For now, unfortunately, I'm going to say that I refuse to acknowledge her existence. But on my new playthrough, maybe I end up acknowledging her existence. Then we have Tali. Tali's an interesting character because I have so many friends who love Tali. They all romance Tali. Everyone loves Tali. And I'm like, what are you guys doing? She has a big helmet on. She's not even cool. But I actually do like Tali. I like Tali a lot as a party member. I like her storyline. I think she's a very cool character. She's not my favorite, but I will put her in the I love them category. I mean, you could see like OG team members for me made it to the I love them category, and then Garrus and Rex made Garrus category. But let me know what you think about these characters. I don't know enough about Mass Effect Andromeda to comment on some of these people, but what about this list clicks with you? What about this list do you think is insane? I'd love to know. Thanks for watching. Thanks for listening. Mass Effect comes out very soon, and I will see you all next time. Mwah.